friends, very nice to see you. I'm super excited today. I'm back to the Gladiator spot, and this is the place where I've been already this spring, and I got out this shot here. I'm super happy about this photograph. And you know, whenever I'm photographing, what I try to do is I don't want to get out 20 or 30 or even more average shots. I really want to work on one single composition and trying to get out the best possible photograph. And the advantage when you're doing something like that is obviously that you get out the best possible photograph, obviously. But the disadvantage, if we want to call it something like that, the disadvantage is that you get out just one photograph. I mean, it's not a problem at all. I really like this one photograph, and I can appreciate this one photograph even more than. The only thing is, when I've been here last time, I realized that there are so many possibilities for working on different compositions, for telling different stories even. And yeah, so this is even the main reason why I came back here to Tuscany. And today I want to try to find another one, another composition. I would say, let's try for that. What a beautiful spot. So my base idea was to come a little bit more here and to take a shot in portrait orientation, because in spring we had amazing patterns everywhere here in the middle. We also have patterns here now in this brown, but I don't think that it will look really fantastic. So I think I will ditch this idea. I will go one more in that direction. And I got up my APS-C camera because it's easier to look through, and I don't have reflections on my display. Usually I use my phone, but I have reflections here now. It's easier to crop in and to pick out a composition here from the landscape. Oh man, it's beautiful. It's really amazing. Trying to take the best possible photograph is definitely more difficult than taking 20 or 30 average shots, to be honest. Now I came a little bit closer to these cypresses just to get connected, just to have a look from all directions here, from all perspectives, to this farmhouse up there. There are also lots of other houses there, and where in the landscape it's really fantastic. And I think, anyway, I want to get a photograph with this farmhouse back there. I just came down. Also, I thought about maybe to take one of these cypresses really prominently into my composition. It's really difficult to say what is the best possible composition here now. I think I always tend to take in everything here, because it's really, you know, whenever I try to take a photograph, I always think, what is it? Which elements are these who define this scene? And the cypresses are quite important here for me, to be honest. Also the farmhouse and also the road. I took already a shot with that. You saw it already. I will show you another photograph I took last time. This was around about noon, from quite the same perspective, not totally, a little bit different. I mean, the mood is different today. We have all the middle here on this field. Here it's not green anymore. It's definitely different. So I tend to take a photograph with everything in. I'm not sure about that. There are other possibilities as well, just a close-up shot, going a little bit longer with the focal length. I would prefer to take 2 photographs with the perfect light. The problem is really, I mean, you can take fantastic photographs during the day as well. It's just all about the weather. I don't think it's all too possible today, because when we look up there, we have clouds there and where, but not really cloud fields or so. They don't make a big shadow over the landscapes. So I think more, maybe it's really all about in the evening, maybe 10 minutes where the light is best, so you have no possibility to run around then to another spot, to another perspective where you can take a photograph. I could ask my wife actually. She's also with me. I have a second tripod with me. That is where maybe an option. I don't know. We will see. I have a little bit of time, and fingers crossed that we will find a really great composition today as well. So what I'm currently thinking is, this perspective here is really fantastic. We have the cypresses down there, the left hand side, also the right hand side. We have this fantastic house up there, and also the road there. Everything I want to have in this composition, to be honest. The sun will go down at the right side, and yeah, this looks really fantastic. And I thought it's maybe also a good idea to take a shot from this perspective. We will have a lot of field here in our scene, especially from the right side, where everything will be illuminated when the sun goes down. And I also hope for getting a little bit of plasticity there and where in the landscape, because we have a little bit hills there and where, so it looks really, really fantastic. And what I think is, I think I will call my wife now, so that she brings my second tripod and come here. And yeah, if she could take the shot, we will make a kind of remote hands photography, same as we did in Advertisement. If you haven't seen the video, I will link it up here for you. No, here, I'm not sure about that, doesn't really matter. So she will come down, she will take the shot, and I will go for another one up there. Barbara, you know what we did at Advertisement? Yeah, we took such a fantastic photograph. So please get the second tripod, it's in the van, and just bring it here and let's take a fantastic photograph. So, for those who have not seen my video from Advertisement, from Dolomites, my wife is not a photographer. So what we are doing here now is a kind of remote hands session. So this means she's sitting up there with a tripod, she's reading a book currently. So again, she's not the photographer, and yeah, she does whatever she likes. She loves to be out here in nature and also to read, why not? And I will have my walkie-talkie up there, also my phone. We will see what we will take now. I think phone is also not the biggest problem here, and yeah, it's great signal here. And when I think the light is great, I will call her and she will take the shot. And I also told her just to look a little bit around what the light does. So when the light paints fantastic patterns or light spots on the middle, on the field or wherever, she should expose, and we will have a look then if there's a really great photograph. What she took it worked really at Advertisement, I have to say. They take a really fantastic photograph. So now the only thing we need is a composition for me now. So I would say we'll go up a little bit higher and it will work on a really fantastic composition. So let's try for that. So now, I think I also found a composition here right now. The only thing I didn't consider when I built up the composition for my wife is I gave her my G Master 24 to 70mm lens, which is a really fantastic and sharp lens. Although I didn't know which lens I need. I hope I will come away with that, because I don't know which focal length I will need here. I think maybe I will be, yeah, at maybe 100mm, something like that, then I'm okay. When I'm below 70mm, I definitely have a problem. So I would say I will try for that now, and fingers crossed. Oh man, this spot is absolutely amazing. I'm blown away. It's really so fantastic. Also in this time of year, with all the browns and oranges and purple of the soil and the grasses, there's these greens there and where, it's so fantastic. And I really like the story of the road, the cypresses, the farmers up there, the soil, the grasses, all the colors. It's so fantastic. It's really, it looks like painted actually. It looks like painted. And I had a look at the satellite maps, and what I saw there is we have high level clouds coming down from the Dolomites. Yeah, it's not all too bad. I mean, in the moment everything is in shadow, we don't have light at all. But when the sun will go more down, we will definitely have the sun shining through from the side. We will have fantastic side light. Hopefully, I mean, it also could be that the clouds will go out to the ocean, and then it would not look all too well, to be honest, because we would not have all too much light. But I don't think so. So I think when the sun is down and can shine through, we will have fantastic light. Could also be, and this is what I also expect, by the way, we will also get red sky, but yeah, we would need something in that direction to photograph. We don't have something. the photograph. You just have these trees here. It doesn't really work from this perspective. I didn't plan a shot for that or something like that. I'm really focused on this fantastic scenery. And so yeah, I had really luck with the focal length. I'm at around about 90, 93 millimeters, something like that. Yeah, my wife deserves a G-Master lens. She doesn't she? I mean, yeah, she took a really fantastic shot at Alpety Suisi. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure about the sky in the moment, in the composition. When we look back there, in the moment we have this fantastic cloud here above this farmhouse, and this looks really fantastic, but I'm not sure what will happen there. So what I do is I will keep this open. Maybe I will zoom in a little bit more, or maybe I will go out a little bit more to get a little bit more sky in or something like that. I'm not sure about that. A quite important thing are the cypresses down there. Last time I put them more in the corner, so to get a really fantastic anchor to lead into the frame, lead back up there to the farmhouse. Today I decided to put them into the center from the horizontal side, at the bottom center. Yeah, I make them a little bit more to the star of the show. I had a look at the Gladiator movie again, so it's really, yeah, it's a fantastic movie with Russell Crowe. And in the end scene, when you've seen the movie, his wife and his son waited for him down there. And yeah, it remembers me a little bit to people when I look down there. The cypresses are people, they're waiting there that you come home, that you go down there. And the one in the field there is, yeah, it's not sure, maybe he's an outsider, he doesn't like us or something like that, so he goes away from us or something like that. It could also be that he also just likes the sun and he looks to the sun. We don't know it, and this is the fantastic thing at compositions, at images. It's not 100% defined. It's open for the viewer. In a moment, I'm not 100% sure about our anchor at the right-hand side. It could be that I will just take this bush here at the right-hand corner. It could also be that I will take the right cypress into the corner. I think it would give more visual weight to the cypress in the field back there when I'm not included. Last time I included it, and it looked really fantastic. I think this time, I'm not sure about that. I will also keep this open. I will look what the light will do and how the sky will be, and in the end I will decide for the final composition. But roundabout I know already what I want to photograph, how the composition will get, which story I want to tell. Also when it's not exactly, it doesn't really matter. Oh man. In a situation like that where you want to have sunlight but you don't have some, it's good to have a clear view to there where the sun will go down. We don't have that in the moment. And what I did is I asked my wife, Barbara, she's sitting behind the bushes there and waiting there also for the light with the camera. She's also in setup. And I asked her because she has a better view to the mountain, to the horizon where the sun goes down. And she sent me an image over and she made a little clip where you can see there's a little gap where the sun can really shine through then between the mountain and the cloud up there. I'm not sure, I hope I saw this right, that there's, it's not clear sky there, it's a little bit of cloud, so I think we will get soft light. Maybe we will not get extremely harsh light. And by the way, it's not the best light in the world, the harsh light. It's really fantastic to have a calm light coming from the right here, illuminating our landscape in a fantastic way. And I think when I have a look at this clip, I think maybe around about half an hour, something like that. So I would say let's wait here and fingers crossed for a fantastic photograph. Now, my wife gave me updates and it didn't look all too good, to be honest, because the gap got smaller and smaller, and we thought already maybe it will not come light there, but when we look down there now, it's so fantastic. We have all the illumination down there, illuminated greens, illuminated purple and orange and brown up there. It's so fantastic. I'm blown away. And yeah, and the interesting thing is there's no one other photographer here. I'm the only one. My wife, obviously, but we're the only one, the only two. However, I would say let's make the click. Barbara, the light is amazing now, I would say. Let's make the click. I'm speechless. I'm really speechless. This landscape is so fantastic. It is amazing, absolutely. Now, I worked on one more composition. The light is already down. I mean, the sun went already down. I'm not sure if you can see that behind the bushes there. It's everything is dunked into orange there. It's an orange stripe, what we have in blue hour. And it gives us a gently rest light here from the side. It's not all well to see. We can bring this out afterwards from a raw image. It's really, really fantastic. And I decided now for another composition. I go much closer. I mean, I didn't really move the camera all too much. I zoomed in much more. I don't take this solitaire tree here on the right hand side into my frame. I don't have, you know, usually I say give a little bit of room, give a little bit of space between the elements, especially also to the edges. I don't have the biggest problem with that here, to be honest, because the things are quite easy to determine, especially the cypresses, also the road, houses. We know all the things. I'm not sure about that. They are so fantastically connected together here in this composition. So I really don't have a problem at all here to put them a little bit more to the edges, as I usually would do in landscape photography. And this looks so fantastic, and we get all the soil down there. It gets more and more purple now, the more the sun goes down, because we get more and more blue now here into our scene. And it's so fantastic. I really, really like this. And yeah, I'm here at 137 millimeters, something like that, f11, ISO 100, I would say. Let's make the click. Tuscany is absolutely amazing. It is so fantastic, and I think I should come here really more often. It's so enjoyable. Yeah, my wife is also with me. Yeah, she took the other photograph, and she also likes to come here. She likes the landscape. She likes the restaurants here. She also wants to go into one here right now. And my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, please give me a thumb up, and don't forget to tune in next week. That will become a fantastic video as well. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.